Yeah. Hey, go on there, kid, yeah. I need a bag. Hey, turn me up in that phone a little bit. Turn me up. Hey, I need a bag. I need a bag. Yeah. I need a bag. Yeah. Too real, nigga. Yeah. Hey. I need a bag. I need a bag. I need a bag. Man, give me that bag. Bags under my eyes. Under my what? Cause I'm chasing that bag. I'm chasing it. Put it on my mama. Put it on my mama. Put it on my dad. On my dad. Man, I'm packing my bags. Pack it up. Gonna get that bag. Gonna get that bag. I need a bag. I need a bag. I need that bag. Bags under my eyes. Under my eyes. Cause I'm chasing that bag. I'm chasing it. Put it on my mama. Put it on my mama. Put it on my dad. Man, on my dad. Man, I'm packing my bags. Packing it up. Gonna get that bag. Yeah, I gotta get in my nigga. No cover, no shit, no pillow. The money turn me to a monster. These niggas turn me to a killer. So I kill every nigga that get in my way. Never let a nigga eat on my plate. These niggas sleep, let me beat them away. Grown kids to keep hit on that waist like game. Nobody taught me the game. High school, they were calling me lame. Fast forward, now they all on my thing. I'ma have to put a price in their brain. Yeah, I need a bag like I'm traveling. I'm trying to buy without traveling. Y'all standing still like a mannequin. I got these little niggas panicking. I got these little niggas watching. I got these little bitches tired. I gotta make me a profit. I got these little niggas watching, yeah. I had to get on my own. My mama taught me how to eat. My daddy taught me about the streets. My granny taught me not to leech. I run up a bag like a baggage claim. I'm trying to live up to my daddy name. I'm trying to live up to my daddy fame, but I don't want to live my daddy pain. Hey, and I don't want to live my daddy pain. Nah. Hey, I ran up a bag like a baggage claim. I need a bag. I need a bag. Man, give me that bag. Bags under my eyes. Under my what? Cause I'm chasing that bag. Chasing it. Put it on my mama. Put it on my mama. Put it on my dad. On my dad. Man, I'm packing my bags. Pack it up. Gonna get that bag. Hey, I need a bag. I need a bag. I need that bag. Bags under my eyes. Under my eyes. Cause I'm chasing that bag. Chasing it. Put it on my mama. Put it on my mama. Put it on my dad. Man, on my dad. Man, I'm packing my bags. Packing it up. Gonna get that bag. Yeah. I need a bag. I need a bag. I need a bag. Man, give me that bag. Bags under my eyes. Under my what? Cause I'm chasing that bag. I'm chasing it. Put it on my mama. Put it on my mama. Put it on my dad. On my dad. Man, I'm packing my bags. Pack it up. Gonna get that bag. Hey, I need a bag. I need a bag. I need that bag. Bags under my eyes. Under my eyes. Cause I'm chasing that bag. I'm chasing it. Put it on my mama. Put it on my mama. Put it on my dad. Man, on my dad. Man, I'm packing my bags. Packing it up. Gonna get that bag. Yeah.
How's everybody doing? All right, I think we're live. We're doing it. We're out here now in these streets. Okay? Listen, if you don't know who I am by now, shame on you. Why? My name is Imani Vanzap, and I am still here to help you fix your shit so that you can do what? Become. All right? Listen, we are here for the finale reunion for Chasing Dallas. I'm sad going into this. I'm going to let you know I am right now, but we're going to get through it. It's going to be a lot of joy and laughter, hopefully some moments of understanding. Please let us know in the comments how you're feeling about everything. Keep the chat going down there. Before we bring everybody up, pretty much we just wanted to just kind of celebrate this whole experience of what Chasing Dallas has done for so many, for everybody that's on the cast, as well as myself. I'm a product of this environment in many ways, and I'm excited about where I've come to, you know, in terms of my own career, you know, and what's going on with me. Ressie and Dior were so gracious to let me come into this space that already existed and add a different element to where we could actually get some voice of reason of what was going on. And being able to do that, I finally got my nose contour right and all those kind of things, and started my own business and went on to TikTok, and we're almost up to 1 million people over there, and business is doing well, and we're doing great. So it's because of this show that opportunities and stories like mine are made possible. And for so many that are on the cast as well, too. So I wanted to first give praise on behalf of myself, because I think it's a wonderful show. I love everybody that's on it. Even the people that I got into it with along the way, and I'm sure we'll talk to some of those later. I've loved everyone, okay? So Chasing Reality is always going to be my home. Let's start off with that, okay? So now let's get into our guests, and not even our guests, our family of the hour, okay? Chasing Dallas. So we're going to go in order of appearance here. And just so everybody knows, tonight, we're doing it a little bit differently. I know that, you know, we normally have our reunions in person, you know, where we're all glam to the nines and everyone's ready to give it. But we're doing it a little bit differently this time with a lot of scheduling. COVID's still going on. Omicron, everything is crazy right now. Okay, so because of that, we have opted to go the virtual route, and we're hoping that you will find this just as informative and enjoyable. All right, so let me bring my babies up so we can just have a nice conversation and put some things to rest and celebrate other things. First up, we have Ariel. Yeah, wait, hold on, wait.
Period.
I can't hear you, baby, that well. You're really low.
You can't hear me?
Not real well. Can somebody turn up Ariel's audio? I can barely hear her. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I don't think I'm the problem. I can't really hear you.
Hold on. Let me take my earpieces off.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There it is, a lot better. Can you turn it up a little bit more?
Now I can hear you.
Now you can't hear me? Oh no, we got audio issues. Oh Lord, what we gonna do? Let's see. But go ahead and start talking. I may be able to go ahead and make it
low.
out.
It's super low.
It won't look too pretty. But go ahead for me. How you been?
I've been good.
Good? Okay. That's good. Good to see everything's going on. You feeling all right? You ready to get into this?
You say what?
I see you ready to get into this on tonight?
Yes, I definitely am.
Okay. All right. That's good. You look great. I'm sure you made this.
Thank you.
You did? Is it one of your creations?
Yes, it definitely is. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. You look good. You look good.
So I can hear you better.
Okay, cool. If there's any way that somebody can turn up the audio, I really can't hear anything. I don't like to, break the flow.
Probably let y'all see my fit while I fix these earpieces. Get in.
There you go. Oh, you're getting, yeah, yes. Listen,
she's becoming.
I love your fashion.
Lupad.
Yeah, and you're giving us body.
No back
body,
row.
Body. I know that's right. You look so good.
Let me sit down here.
Listen, I may need to do the same thing as far as the headphones. We may need to take a break so we can all get headphones. Is that what needs to happen, production? Should we all get headphones? If that's the case, then let me pause for the cause too. Let me see if I can hear Ariel first.
Let me see if this helps. Okay, how's that?
It's the same. It's still low. I don't think there's anything you can do. I don't think it's you.
Oh wait, how about now?
It's the same. It's still low. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be difficult with everyone.
Like, I can hear you.
Get started talking. If I can't hear you, then I won't be able to really kind of engage, and I'm working off of an iPad and you. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see how well we can do. Next up, we have Trey Howard. Is Trey in the house? Oh, Trey's here. Okay, hold on. So there, production is telling me. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me just get all my babies first. Listen, wait, come up to the camera.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Hi. Come close so I can see what you
Come
got
closer.
on.
Okay, you want to see if I have
Yes!
I'm going to go out and try to fix my sound.
You look good. You look good. How you been, Trey?
I've been good. How about you?
I'm good. You're looking great. You're looking blessed.
Thank you. I hope to be blessed tonight.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, is this inspired by you? How do we put this together tonight? I love it already.
I saw Wendy Osefo do it on Housewives of Potomac. I loved her bustier with the feathers, so I thought it was just a quick thing that I pulled together really quickly for the pink. You know, it's the final pink party, so I had to come through for everybody.
Okay, so you ready to get into some things to talk about tonight?
I am. I'm ready to put some final closings on some things and just move forward with new ventures.
Okay. Got it. Well, I'm ready to talk to you, so let's get into it. Next up, we got my baby Dior. Where's Dior at? That looks like you was trying to come up there. While we're trying to get Dior together, can we get Markel? Oh, wait, or maybe, we're playing musical chairs. Wait, there, hey, Markel. I can't hear you at all. No, you're muted. Can you hear me? You are muted for me. I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me?
Now, is that you, Markel?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, now I hear you. Okay. How you doing?
I'm good. It's just hot in here with all these lights.
You burning up?
Burning up.
How are you feeling on tonight?
I am just ready to just, almost like what Trey said, just go ahead and just pin some things down, come to an understanding. Hopefully everybody is 100% honest, and then we could just move forward.
Okay, I'm with that. I respect that. Next up, we got my baby Robert. Okay, there we go. Did Ariel go away? We were adding people. I think we lost Ariel. How you doing, Robert?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, baby?
How you doing?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I can barely hear, but it's okay.
I can barely hear too. I think you and I are probably going to need to get headphones. As soon as I get everybody up, I'm gonna take a break and get my headphones. You may want to do the same thing.
Yeah, I may want to do the same thing.
Okay, we'll do the same thing. But you doing okay? You look good.
Yes, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm feeling good.
Already. What's up, everybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. How are you doing about everything tonight? Are you ready to talk about some things?
I'm ready. I'm here.
You gonna be an open book?
I'm an open book.
I love it. Okay. My baby Kerry D. Kerry D! How are you? I can't hear you. You're muted too.
I call myself being prepared for this. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good, love. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking all expensive over there with the ambiance and the white coat.
You know, it's the moment. I needed to do it.
Too fabulous for me. I need to step it up a little bit. Hold on.
I'm trying to be like you. Trying to be yes.
Oh God, that's good. So I want to say, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I gotta say I'm so proud of you this season. I want to just step out and say that first. I love that I'm seeing you walk into your thing. I've always loved it. But
thank you.
That's great. So you're feeling good about tonight? You got some things you want to say?
Oh, for sure. Thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for the love, man. Especially seeing Roommate, one of our first performances. As rough as as an artist is, like to see it and be like, oh girl, I can do this, all this better. But it definitely was like that was a milestone for me, and to see all the work that I put in throughout the year, even though get to see it happen and see people appreciate the music. It really meant something this go round. I appreciate y'all.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready to talk to you. I can't wait. Okay, so it looks like we finally got my baby Dior in the house. Dior. There you. Oh yes, I was ready.
How are y'all doing?
It was cleavage tonight, and you did. Thank you for not disappointing me.
I gotta get the titties out.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. So wait a minute. So you went different time. We've always seen you in red, but tonight doesn't look like you did the red. You changed it up.
Well, I have on all black, but my hair is still half red, but you can't see it because I got it all.
Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. Everything going okay?
Yes, everything is going okay.
Okay. All right. You feeling good about tonight? What kind of vibe are you coming in with tonight?
I haven't got a vibe yet.
What you got in your bag, Dior?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Before we go to my last one, let's bring Ariel back. My girl Ariel's back in the room. I want to make sure. Okay, there she goes. Okay. All right, Ariel, I got you. And then next
Can you hear me now?
One of my babies I always pick on all the time, George.
I can hear you.
George, get. There you go. Hey, George. Come on, Daddy. Yeah. Wait, not
hey,
y'all. That's how you gonna start? You bringing the smoke? Is that suggestive? Did you bring the smoke tonight?
Well, I did. Well, no, I think I've done that already. I'm just here to have a good time.
What'd you say?
I think I've done that already. I'm just here to have a
sure?
good time.
Okay. I don't know, George. You know how you do. You be calm until you ready to turn up. Next thing you know, you're throwing somebody. That's okay, though. You look good. You with this, George? Then George may have a connection issue. While we're getting George together, let's go ahead and just move over to my baby Ressie. Ressie!
Hey,
how are you?
How y'all doing? Hey y'all.
Good.
How's everybody
How
doing?
are you feeling on this beautiful day?
I feel good. Everybody looks really good. I feel really
ready
good.
to get into some things.
Let's get into some things.
Okay. What now? Coming in here tonight, how are you feeling right now?
I feel excited. I think that we got a lot of things to talk about. So,
got it.
let's get
Okay.
into it.
Well, I'm ready for it. Okay. So, just so we're aware, if you want to go ahead and clear the board, let's start the board over. Back to me again. All right, we're going to talk to everybody in a minute here. All my beautiful babies are going to wait for just a second. All right. So once again, I'm Imani Vanzap, and we are here on the farewell reunion with tears in my eyes for Chasing Dallas. All right, which is home to me and so many. All right. So as I said before, tonight is just to have a beautiful conversation, get some understanding. Since we are going to be closing for what we know now to be the Chasing Dallas portion of this, we want to try to put as many things to rest as we can. All right. We totally want to do that. So we're going to take a little break. I want to make sure I can go get my headphones and get myself together here. If we're allowed to do that, hopefully we can go on a pause. I haven't been able to talk to anybody. I'm working virtually with my virtual assistants who I cannot see. If there's a way that we can throw up a graphic for a second for a quick break so I can go get headphones, I would love that so we don't keep our audience waiting. And we'll be right back. I'm announcing my own commercial break. I don't know if it's going to happen. If I see a graphic up, there we go. Okay. Okay, hopefully this will work. I can hear. I think I should be good. Hold on 1 second. Let me get myself together. Moving to phase 1. 1 second, please. And sorry for flub ups in the beginning. I was just trying to make it happen. Hold on. Reese is writing me something. Wait a minute. Go to your. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. Okay. This. Okay, hold on, wait. I gotta wait. Sorry, we gotta read it and do it. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. Green light, I'm ready. All right, everybody, we are back. How you doing? Talk to us in the comments and let us know what's going on. Are you having a good time? Are you sad about Chasing Dallas leaving? What are your thoughts? All right, let us know how you feel in the comments on below, okay? So what we want to do on tonight, we pretty much want to go through key situations, all right? And try to get people to talk things out, bring up some matters and see what's going on. So one of the first things we want to bring up would be before we bring them on screen, let me just kind of set it up here. Markel, Kerry, and Ariel. And the situation being about George's birthday party and how Ariel brought up, I believe, the whole show situation that everybody still kind of argued about and what the idea was behind that, and how Markel allegedly told Kerry that he feels that Ariel will bring this back up to Ressie. So there was a whole big mess. So let's go ahead and bring everybody on the screen. We're going to have Markel, Kerry, and Ariel, and then we'll take it from there. All right, everybody good? Everybody all right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is much better. Okay, yeah, thank God I got my little headphones. I was worried there for a minute. I think I was going to get through it. So let's jump into it. This kind of got messy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. So things kind of got messy, you know, as they always do. So let's kind of start off and everybody will get a say. Kerry, what exactly did Markel tell you?
Ooh. So what happened? We were at George's after party, and if I recall, shit, I don't forgot.
That's what tonight is all about. Don't forget.
It's been so long, but all I remember was talking about how like he asked my opinion, I think, on the lovers and friends situation, and then we kind of caught up about what happened at George's event, and then he somehow eventually we got over to Ariel, and he said something along the lines of, I don't know, she was pressing too hard. I feel like she, you know, like she was gonna try to take it back to Ressie or like whatever this information is to keep the mess going. I didn't think nothing of it at the time, at the moment I was thinking it was about the whole group. Like I think all the last season, a lot of us had a lot of meetings behind Ressie's back, and so I thought that's what he meant, but that's not how that was interpreted apparently.
Okay, Markel, did you tell Kerry what he alleged that you told him?
So yes and no. I mean, well, in essence, yes. So basically, once we got done at George's event, we had our second party at the hookah lounge, and me and Kerry stood to the side, and I was just telling him how I felt at George's birthday dinner about like how I just felt like it just kind of, I mean, I know that we're doing a show, right? I get it. I mean, I just feel like it just kind of came out of nowhere about the lovers and friends thing. I wasn't really expecting that to happen right then and there. And I just felt like it was a lot of pressure of just like, okay, so what happened? There's a scandal, this and that. And that's what I was relaying back to Kerry. I was just like, you know, I felt like it was just a lot of oomph into it. So that's what the conversation was. But as far as like, the word bone carrier that got back to Ariel, that wasn't the conversation. Like that word, it wasn't bone carrier.
Right. But that's what I said. I never said that I told Ariel that she was that you called her a bone carrier. I told you that's what I said, because it was like what it sounded like if you define it as a bone carrier. That was literally it. And that's I rather than going through the whole line of trying to remember everything I said to Ariel, I was like, essentially you called her a bone carrier. It got back to her, and that's how it kind of blew up.
Okay, so to kind of cut down the middle, see if we get some more understanding. Ariel, what do you feel about all this? What is your interpretation of what took place?
So it wasn't even the bone collector situation that Kerry said that had actually pissed me off. What actually pissed me off was Kerry kind of alluding to the fact that Markel was going around kind of telling people that I could not be trusted. So for me, it was more of that. I could the bone collector shit, like we already take back stuff and do like, you see that. Like you watch it with your own two eyes, you see everybody doing that. So, I'm not to be exempt from that, neither I assume. I guess the others are, but I just felt like it had made me feel some type of way to feel like, he was going behind my back with everybody, making them feel like I couldn't be trusted. That was my thing. I didn't give a fuck about being called no bone collector.
So when it comes
Kerry,
down,
did you feel like Kerry? Did you feel like I was going around the group telling them not to trust Ariel?
No, because that was a conversation you and I had, but I think the impression that
when you brought it to me,
when I brought it to her,
said that, no shade.
No, for sure. And I think how I interpreted it, like I said at the time, was that it wasn't just about your lovers and friends situation. It was about, in my head, I thought you were talking about like the whole group, like she was going back telling all of our things. So that was on me, and that was the onus on me that I apologized for. Like that was, if I added any salt to it, that was me who added that, because that's not what I was intending. You know what I mean? Because like you said, your interpretation was, what you said was about lovers and friends, solely about you. That's not how I interpret what you said.
So do we all feel the same about the show itself? Lovers and friends and its creation and whatnot. I know that seems to be a running skepticism, but based on how all the information was going about, what is believed now, Kerry?
That about if Ariel goes around telling stuff? Is that what
or
you're
just the whole speculation about the show? Everything that's been going on with Markel about the show.
Child, I don't believe he per se stole it. If you don't have a contract on it, you really don't own anything. You just an ideal of creation. But I don't even think that's even the bigger issue between them two. But I'll
what do you think it is?
I think for me, and this is just outside looking at it, this was the show was supposed to be a catalyst for them to kind of rebuild their friendship. I think when somebody takes that opportunity away from the other person, and I'm on nobody's side with this, so I feel like I have to repeat that 4 or 5 times. Ain't on nobody's side about it. But when you take that opportunity away for what was supposed to be this catalyst for y'all to grow your friendship, that does read as like, oh, well, you don't give a fuck about our friendship. Okay, cool.
Do you feel, one more question for you, do you feel that one person is more responsible than the other?
Yeah, yes and no. So
no, wait a minute. It can't be 50-50 and not 50-50.
I know.
What are you saying? What are we saying?
Because we're all adults. We have to all own that, like, our piece of it. But as a personal like me being being an impartial person in this situation,
be critical, be honest. That's what I'm about.
I think this could have been let go of a long time ago. I love me some Ressie. I love Markel. But I think y'all help perpetuate the same thing, which is why I think there's onus on both sides.
Okay.
For me, that's why I can't answer like yes all to one person and no all to one person, because at times this situation could have been dead a long time ago.
Okay. Ariel, do you feel the same way?
I agree. I totally agree.
Markel, are you okay with how people are viewing the situation with you as far as this sector of people?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Because the speculation is this entire season, it's been led to people, the masses who watch this show, thousands of people, that Markel stole something and he is not to be trusted. He is a thief. You cannot bring an idea to him. Okay. So that part right there is so not true. And the fact that no one just wants to like tell the truth, and I'm being deemed and I'm being put aside, especially by you, Imani, because you were just like, Markel, you just keep explaining yourself. But I just feel like, okay, if you have somebody who is going around saying that you stole something, don't you think it's the right to defend yourself? Just the same, just to give you an idea of how I felt. Just like for Chasing LA, when they were saying, well, Imani was associate producer, she did this, you came and defended yourself. Like, no, that's not what happened. I did this and that was that. I did the same thing. Correct. Once.
I'm just saying, but that's why I said
you're
what I
also
said.
not on the show. You're also not on a show where every time you come around, it's like, and I'm not bringing it up. Someone's either asking me a question or it's a comment, it's a snicker. The conversation just comes up. So it's not like I want to walk into the room and say, "Lovers and friends, lovers and friends." Trust me,
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of talking.
You're over it.
But that's just how. I mean, but that's just how it happens. Every time there's a scene, it just happens, whether it's anybody. So no, I'm going to defend myself because I know that's not what happened.
The only reason why I suggested why I did is because, like what you just said, you can put me on the chopping block. When the things happened, what they did with LA, I knew there would be one opportunity, and after that, people want to twist your words, and so then you have to go back and you may accidentally omit something, this part of the story, but because you keep doing it, it's not your fault. I get that you want to defend yourself, and everybody has the right to speak up for themselves, but if you do it more than once, it messes it up, no matter how good your intentions are. That's my only advice. That literally was the only way I felt about it. But
after tonight, everybody come. Oops, when everybody come in the room and we all have our opinion.
Yes, it's done.
We're not talking about it no more.
And I did stand up. Now we'll say this, and Markel, I want to make sure that I amplify it again. I did stand up for that part when you got upset. So even though like there may have been times that I questioned it, one thing I will say is once an agreement, and I firmly believe that I'll always stand up for you, 10 toes down in that. Once we agree what it is, don't bring it up again. So when you got mad at people, well, I thought it was good. I'm like, no, he's right about that. If you make an agreement, don't talk about it again. So hopefully tonight will make that possible for us. Okay. All right. Situation 1 is gone. Let's clear the board. Clear the board. This is a game show tonight. All right. So we're going to situation number 2. Okay. In the comments, let us know from what you heard, what you feel. Do you agree? Does something sound fishy? Let me know. Okay. We're going on to situation number 2. To my babies. Continued entertainment. I love them. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, no, we have before. George and Ressie. Let's bring my babies back on the board. George and Ressie. This is very CNN right now. So we're going to do it.
Much so.
Very CNN. Okay, so between the two of you, you've gone back and forth about everything all season, and there seems to be no resolve. Part of what I see is that it's almost like it's two people cut from the same cloth. You both have the same amount of fire, and it's hard for one of those things to kind of pull back. So we're gonna try to get through this. Try not to. This is not CNN. This is Imani Vanzap. Now let's make sure we respect each other, so I can hear what you both got to say. So let's get into it. With no particular order, I'm just gonna throw it to George. Let's go to you first. What is the problem?
The problem is Ressie is very, very disrespectful to me.
Okay.
And
elaborate.
I think a lot of the fans, they don't get to see all what happens when we're recording.
Okay.
But Jeff, even the other cast members can say, even off scene, he's very rude and disrespectful. He's disrespectful in his text in his emails. I've asked him questions before in emails, and I got a childish response with other cast members on the emails. With my hookah business, I'm on a show that he's the EP of. I just did not get for the life of me why he was going around, asking people, oh, is this really his business? Or is he just doing this for the show? This and that. Everything that I've ever spoke about him is facts.
Okay.
I mean, he just takes stuff. I mean, he even brought up that I was in a club fighting with my friends. I mean, he has no clue about himself. And for me, it's like, you've done so much damage and you've said so many nasty things about even the people you call your friends today on the show. I just don't deal with people of his nature at all. I mean, he just said on this last episode that I was down in Shreveport, going broke with spending money on my boyfriend, and just types of crazy foolishness that he really knows nothing about. And so I just have a zero tolerance for his behavior. And that sets me apart from a lot of the cast members and I think that's one of his issues with me. You can't play with me.
Okay.
And I think he knows that. And for me, if you act a fool with me off camera, whether we're on camera or off camera, I'm going to give you that same energy. And so he gets on the camera and he act like, oh, well, I don't know what the problem is. When clearly you just was disrespectful to me in email. So when I see you the next time, it's never going to be a kumbaya. Because you don't know how to act. Let
me turn some of that to Ressie. So Ressie, your countenance appears to be bewildered. So let's have you speak to that. What is your take? Why are y'all always going at it? What's going on?
George starts it.
Wait, that's
it.
that's your explanation? You know, no, come on, you gotta do better than that.
If there was really a problem, I would think that there would have been a time where George would have pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, I have this problem with you. I didn't like the way you did this." The only thing that he's ever addressed to me was when you did your assessment and we showed his name tag was shown in the edit that you did. That was the only time he ever brought
that's back to
anything.
season 2?
Season 2.
From the very beginning.
2.
Okay,
correct.
Me being in that show. Okay.
When we did his contract signing, I sat there and I asked him, you know, what's what, and that was the issue that he brought up.
Okay.
So when we started filming, it was no prelude to the animosity. It was just right off the bat, boom, here's what it is. And I'm just like, okay, well, where did it come from?
Okay, so let me I was getting ready to ask you. Well, go ahead answer, and then I'll ask you.
So it wasn't just boom out of the gate.
Okay.
When they came to my home and recorded, because my scene I think was one of the opening scenes. And so out the gate to all of Ressie's supporters, it may have felt like I came for him out of the gate. When they came to my house and we filmed that scene, it was like, well, who all are you inviting? And I said who all I was inviting. They said, who are you not inviting? And I said who I was not inviting from the cast. So it may have seemed like to the viewers that out of the gate, I came out running, after him.
That doesn't make sense, George. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, for you, it does not.
Why do you feel that way?
Let me explain why it doesn't make sense.
Make it make sense.
So if I am.
Go ahead.
So if there was a situation where George and I had a problem on the show, right? Last season, all of our problems, we resolved those. The last time we saw each other last season was at the Christmas party at Kirk Myers' Christmas party.
Okay.
Talked about each other. I'm sorry?
It was at Markel's dinner last time we saw each other.
On the show.
Oh, okay. Well,
that was the last time we were on the show.
True.
And then even when I invited you to his birthday dinner, were we not cordial?
No.
We weren't?
No.
Oh, that's a lie. That is a lie.
Hold on. There were some people there that said, "Oh my God, you're George from the show," and I said, "Yeah." The rest of the cast members, some of the cast members over there, and the young lady said, The young lady said, "Well, can you introduce me to them?" So I walked over to Ressie, who was sitting in the waiting area, and I introduced the supporters,
the followers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we went to the table. You said adjacent from me. We didn't have any conversations, and if we did laugh about anything, it was in the collectives. We didn't sit there and have no conversation.
When you arrived at the restaurant, what was our interaction?
I went to the bar.
That's a lie. When he arrived at the restaurant, he came. He was over in the area. Then he went to the bar. And then he came back. He brought the viewer over, and we hugged and embraced. I believe he may have taken a picture with her. I can't remember.
I did.
We go to the table. I ordered a round of champagne for everybody. We had a great evening. I did not, and this was the first time. This was the first time that I had actually seen George since we had a spat after Kerry D's video shoot. So from there, leading into the season, I had no problem with George. And from us being cordial, it was enough to see that, there's not really a problem with me either. So when I didn't get an invite to his birthday party, I was like, my first thought was, and this is very honest, I asked my best friend, I was like, well, girl, I ain't get no invite. And he was like, well, y'all not friends. And I was like, okay, well, I thought we was cool though. And he was like, well, just send him something. And I was like, well, what should I send him? And then that's when we went and got the flus. That's where the gift came from. And I actually had a conversation with Ariel about that too.
Okay, so
what he's failing to tell you is,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
When we were not filming, and this is why I don't do Ressie. When we were not filming, there has been several times he sat on his live and talked about me. So don't sit here and act like, after Markel dinner we were kumbaya. No,
what did I say?
You got on live several times, Ressie, and brought me up. a bunch of shit. What you always say.
I said nothing, George.
So
Yes.
wait a minute. Okay, so wait. So this is my thing with y'all.
Started back filming. It
So
was
this is
not
the
nothing
thing. Here's the thing. What do y'all do from here? Because this is the thing.
George,
let me
reconcile?
hold on. Let me set this up. What do you do from here, if anything at all? Because no one's going to agree on who did what first. Both of you have an equal scoreboard of. It's always going to be one more that the other person did. Let me turn it. Can either one of you own what you did?
I can own what I did.
What did you? Let me hear you say it out loud. Because I'll be hearing none of it. So let's go with you words, Reese. What can you own about yourself?
Reese. She said Reese. So this is what I own. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Stop. It's fine, George. Go, Reese. I got you, George. It's okay.
Because of the interaction that we had, I have had very snide comments towards George in person. And recall when I talked about him on live when we were off season because I was focused on working.
Okay.
When we had a problem, the main reason why I was trying to make good efforts to befriend George, one, he moved right down the street from me. One. Two, my best friend had met a friend of his and everybody was cordial and cool. And so because my best friend was like, "Are you sure that George is kind of, And I was like, "Well, this is what happened." And he was like, "Well, maybe you should call him. Just call him, just have a conversation with him and everything." And I was like, "Well, I don't know if I could do that."
Okay.
So then when we started to interact with the show, I never started with George. I just wanted to see exactly what it was. When I sent the gift, it was a genuine gesture. It was a genuine olive branch.
Okay.
So I can own the night after Kerry D's video shoot and how I acted.
Okay.
We both acted a plum food that night. It was so unbecoming of both of us.
Listen.
After that, we were actually in the same bar together and we sat less than 3 feet away from each other and we were fine. It was a moment that was heightened and then we calmed down. When I started to see George out and about, he didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to him. And that was it.
Okay, George. Let me relay it. George, what can you own in this?
That girl should be tired of giving olive branches. God damn.
You said what?
He should be tired of giving olive branches. God, you done gave so many damn branches out. Anyway, listen.
The whole tree.
What I will own is my mouth. And I was probably real deep on some of my shade with him this season. And I'm typically not giving apologies out, but Reese, can you say
sorry for what can you both say sorry for what you did do?
I apologize for being on your neck all season. And that comes from a humble place. Just accept it, girl, and go on there.
Why George? Why you gotta say it like that though? Why you gotta say it like that? Why you gotta be on this neck? Can you just I apologize for what I said. Can you say that?
Yes. Reese, I apologize for what I said at the tennis and tequila.
Reese, can you first accept the apology?
I'll accept his apology and I'll take it a step further.
Okay.
Because
just do it.
I apologize for any action that may have came off as a direct address. What happened? Oh, okay.
We're fine.
That came as a direct address to your character, to your integrity, to who you are. Okay? This has not been an easy journey for me. And I apologize for it to anyone that I've taken out that frustration on. Now, I have no problem moving forward with being cordial with George, with working with George, anything like that. But I will only ask that he would oblige a conversation away from everybody else if he would.
Okay. Okay. George, you accept the apology?
I accept the apology, but I don't care to have any conversations or anything with you.
That's fine. Just want to make sure y'all can accept it. I know we can't really hug it out. I'm sure you're both probably glad about that.
We were there in person.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to see if we could get through some of this. So we can move on and even if y'all are in the same room, ain't no shade, it's cool, ain't no smoke. Y'all good?
Absolutely.
George?
I'm well. Thank you for asking.
George, that's what I want to ask you. Is there going to not be any smoke? If you come in the room and you see Reese, you're going to start some mess?
I don't go live after every show, so ain't gonna be no smoke for me.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. All right, thank you. All right, no smoke. I
No
love you,
smoke.
baby.
Love you back.
Talk to you in a minute. Okay. All right, so you are watching again the series finale, grand finale of Chasing Dallas. I'm your host, Imani Vanzap, here to help you fix your shit. I have for 2 seasons, and we're bringing it all to a close tonight. All right, so we're going into our next situation. I'm sorry if you see me looking around and everything. We're handling a lot of things virtually, so I have a virtual producer on my right. So if I'm looking down, I'm not being rude or trying to, to call and see what time Curtis coming home with chicken. I'm literally trying to see what's going on right now. Okay, so I've been just told by production that we are going to be going to a break. All right, so again, you're watching the series finale of Chasing Dallas. I'm your host, Imani Vanzap, and we will be right back. Okay, all right, we are back. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're really, really back now. Now you can hear me. Okay, so we're moving on. All right, next we're going to bring up my babies, Robert and Dior, into the room. Here we go.
Okay.
Sexy one and sexy two. Get in here.
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
So do y'all hear that static?
Yeah, I think we're having some audio issues. So they're trying to.
I would say I want y'all to meet y'all so I can make sure it ain't me.
Yeah, that's good. I think that they're helping us out in production right now.
So we good? Okay.
I think we're good right now from what I know. Okay. So the reason why we wanted to bring the both of you here is to talk about the Eric situation. So give us some, and feel free to mute mics if you need to production when we're not speaking, so we don't have any problems. Let's have a perspective from both of you as to how things transpired with Eric. Let me start with Dior.
I don't know who Eric is.
That's the answer? Okay, let's go to Robert.
All right.
Let me go to Robert first. Robert, you'll say something to provoke Dior. Go ahead, Robert.
Honestly, man, originally it started with the retreat where he had said he never seen a nail tech with a grill in his mouth. Normally I have my grill in my mouth, but tonight I don't. But he said he never seen a nail tech with a grill in his mouth. So typically when I first seen Eric, that's what like the scenes was kind of like, you know, in different moments or whatever. Then when we really saw each other, originally everybody was like, you know, he was talking noise about me, he was saying this, he was saying that. So I really didn't know too much what was said but that. So when I first seen him, I just wanted to pull him to the side, you know. He didn't want to talk to me. At first he wanted to talk to me when Dior had told me, he was like, hey, Eric want to talk to you or whatever. And I was like, okay, bet, you know, because everybody been saying he had a lot to say, but I only heard that he said he never seen a nail tech with a grill in his mouth. And at that moment, I ain't tripping on that. There's a lot of people that ain't never seen a nail tech with a grill in their mouth. So that wasn't too much of nothing for me to like, you know, pop off. But everybody used to that, you know, because of who I am. So I pull him to the side. We have a conversation, and I kind of felt like he started flirting. And so at that moment, I realized that he owed something else, you know. So it wasn't, I didn't even pay that no mind. It was the interviews that he did with people when he started saying that I've been to
Oh.
prison and that, you know, that I couldn't bail out and all of this. See, a lot of people don't know that, yes, I was offered to go on the retreat. I did accept and I was going to go.
Yeah.
But at that time, my brother, Freela Dion, you know, my brother who is incarcerated right now, you know, was kind of like on the run, you know, if you're from the hood, you know what on the run mean, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of on the run at the moment.
Yeah.
And my mama, it was my mama's birthday weekend, you know, so my mom was like, she wanted to go out of town. So we rented a cabin and we went to Arkansas and it was just me, her wife, and my little brother. And we just had fun and enjoyed that weekend. So I chose to go there versus going on the retreat. So it kind of hit hard when he was saying that I didn't make it, you know, because I was going through what I was going through with my family on top of hearing him slander me. And I don't have no record. I mean, I know I look like this, but I'm 34 years old and I don't have no record. I ain't never been to prison. I'd have been to the holding tank for a traffic ticket or something, but I got right out, you know, that ain't nothing, you know. But to have a record or something like that, I don't have nothing. And I pride myself in it. So for somebody to slander me and say that I've been to prison and I couldn't get out, that's what was bothering me the most. But like now where I stand today, I mean, I ain't worried about that. You know, if I see them, it is what it is. I'm on a positive note. I ain't really worried about that. But
Russian got me. Dior, you can't just do that to me.
Okay,
You can't do that to me now.
I don't call him by that name, but before I
Okay.
say what I had to say, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that the term or the name Bufanda is a colorist. I'm a colorist. I'm this. I'm that. I have never. I did not call him that because he was dark skinned. If anybody knows me, I dated nothing but dark skinned guys. So as far as anybody calling me a colorist, that's far from me. You know what I'm saying? I call him Bufanda because he acts dumb as fuck. Anyways, as far as the problem, like when someone talks about somebody that I know that's gonna ride for me, regardless if you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
when they talk about somebody, family, friend, somebody that I love, I need to figure out why you talking about them and why you making up lies about this person. And when I questioned him about it, it was more like it was a lie. He didn't say it, but then he jumped on, like he said, interviews, and he has so much to say about this man didn't been to prison for 10 years. He didn't have enough money to bond. He was this, and it was nothing but lies. And like that's like, you know, definition of character. Like this man ain't been in no prison. You know what I'm saying? He's out here. He got kids. He's got a business, but you yet out here trying to, you know, down this dude. So like, that kind of took me for a loop. So once that took me for a loop, then our problems developed. Me and Bufanda's problems developed.
Okay. Okay. And I really wish that Eric was here to speak up for himself, but for whatever reason we don't have him here tonight. He's on the agenda, but he didn't show up. Eric, I love you.
And I
And
would like to also say that
yeah.
every time I said anything about Bufanda, anytime I will always say he's very nice looking. I will always say he's nice looking. He's a pretty dark skinned guy.
That's
I
true.
always said that. I've
That
never
is true.
said that he's a black ugly nothing. I've never did that. I always said he was nice looking, but his personality and his character does not sit well with me.
Yeah, I agree.
What you say?
So you're really probably trying to say buffoonery.
Basically, he's a
Got it. Okay.
yeah,
So
he's a
sometimes you
buffoon.
can misspeak and say the wrong word, but I wouldn't have made that association. That was something to learn, but I don't think that was your intention. And I'm glad that you brought up that clarification. Why would you compliment him out of one side about those same things? You would be anyway. I get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So we're good on Eric. So both of y'all are kind of like whatever. If you see him in the street, ain't no smoke, but don't talk to me.
Yes, correct. I'm good.
Okay.
It
If I
ain't.
see you in the
I
street, that means
mean,
I
don't.
don't with
Yeah,
you.
just don't even look my way. You don't
Don't
look
just
my
stay
way.
over
We
there.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say I just hope I'm not on Hennessy.
Yeah.
Listen, that'd be the
If
problem.
if I'm
Get the
there, I'm gonna make sure
drinking.
Dior good. I'm gonna make sure he good.
Please pull him back,
If I'm
Robert.
there, I got
No, I
you.
can't have my babies going to jail. I don't want that.
No,
Okay.
Yes, we good.
I'm not
We
out here for
good.
Act
violence.
right.
We good.
I'm definitely
We
not out here for
good.
violence. I wouldn't do nothing to this
I
man
know.
unless he provokes me. Other than that, I'm good. Too grown for
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I know. Okay, well, it's good to hear you say it. All right. So you'll be back in just a second. I have another question for y'all coming up in just a moment. Let's clear the board.
Okay.
All right. Feel like I'm on some version of Hollywood Shuffle. All right. So you're watching right now Chasing Reality, the series finale. Okay. And we're doing it virtually this time. And so now in this next portion here, we're going to give everyone a chance to kind of air out their grievances. We mainly wanted to address the main issues that everyone saw. Now we kind of want to advance it. Let's tie up anything else that we may see. Okay. We're going to bring up first Ariel. All right, Ariel. Okay,
Hey.
so basically, I want to have you open the floor. We'll bring up whoever you feel that you need to say this to. Is there anyone else that you need to address for any reason at all? We'll bring them up so you can have a conversation.
No.
No, is that it?
Child, listen, my energy is
You're over
somewhere
it.
else. Yeah, absolutely, completely.
Okay, so all right, and that's a good thing. What brought you to this place of not having to go and say anything to anybody?
Well, because just realizing that everything for me is just so minute. Like I'm trying to move
You're going in a
on
different
into a
direction.
different business venture. I'm really trying to be focused on that. Like I could really care less about anything else.
Okay.
Love
You know I
everybody
support that.
though.
I love it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen, that my baby said it. I ain't gonna press it. All right. So let's go ahead and clear my baby from here. She's good. She's going on. She'll be back in a minute. All right. We'll bring up Trey Howard next. Trey, you're back. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You're muted right now. I think. Is Trey muted?
Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I
Look,
can't
you
hear
did it
you.
yourself. Okay. So, and this is not to kick up dirt or anything like that. Were there any questions that you had for anyone, and it doesn't matter, we can do it respectfully, that you want to address about anything that happened?
I don't think there are questions. I think that it's a little unfortunate that we're doing it this way. Um, a lot of what we've done on this show for myself for the past 2 seasons was try to portray a different look for the LGBTQ community. And I think this really does us a disservice to our fans and our supporters. And I just want to know why. I want to know why are things are resulted to this manner. Why did the season carry on like it did? Why that we couldn't just put to bed the things that needed to be put to bed? I mean, we're all old enough to just let things go, but why was everything just brought up? And I'm referencing the lovers and friends. Why was everything continuously brought up, like beating a dead horse? Thus, resulting to the viewers not really feeling like the show had any substance.
So for me, it's a bunch of questions of why.
I mean, I can understand that. I can understand why you feel the way you do. I'm not gonna lie, even myself, I'm happy to see you all again, but I want to be in the same room with you. I don't want, I get it. I understand the disappointment about
I'm
it.
literally, I'm not upset or anything about the farewell. I'm just understanding. I'm not understanding the direction.
That's a fair feeling, and it's something that needs to be voiced. If that's how you feel, if you feel that way, I'm sure that other people do too. And hopefully get some questions, but yeah, I get it. Okay, let me clear the board for a minute. Let's keep honesty going, and we're gonna move on to my baby Dior. I already know what you're about to give me. You'll be like, I'm good, I'm fine, take me off the screen. Is there anything, Dior, just even if it's not to address anyone else, is there anything that you feel right now just in your spirit that you just want to get off your chest about anything?
Honestly, and I guess this goes to the person who's not here.
Okay.
And I'm not speaking about Bufanda.
Okay.
So everybody knows exactly who I'm talking about because I said I would not say his name again.
Okay.
I just want to know, what is the real problem? Like, we had a conversation face to face and you were all peaches and cream. But now that you're back wherever you are, now it's beef. So you went from dessert to meat. And I'm just trying to figure out, why wasn't it meat when we was face to face and dessert that you're away? But now that you're away, you want to have beef with me, and I'm trying to figure out why. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not losing no rest over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like confused. What's the real reason why you really? And everybody keeps saying he's a clout chaser. He's a clout chaser, and I've been saying that myself because there is no other reason why you would be talking shit about me or anybody else on the show, but you do it. So other than that, like what Trey said, he said he's not upset. My feelings is a little bit hurt that this is our final season. I love everybody, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm sure there's going to be bigger and better things to come, but right now we have to deal with this at the moment, and sometimes it's hard to deal with things right at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna keep saying that to everybody that says it. I'm just gonna high five you like, I'm sad. I wanted to hold you again. I was looking forward.
But you will, though. You will.
I will.
You will
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you will.
I know you sometimes in Atlanta. We our paths cross, so I know I'm gonna see you again.
Absolutely.
But thank you for being honest about that and raising that up. I wish that there was some way that we could address that more directly, but that's a valid concern. So thank you for saying that. All right, let's clear the board for a second, and we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna go to my baby Markel. Markel, can you hear me?
They have me on mute.
Oh, they had you on mute? Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. So same question for everybody else. Is there anyone that you have an issue with? It could even be me, and it's fine. Is there anything you need
Imani,
to get off your
I
chest?
just don't like them.
I mean, you know what? Because really, I'm tired of this.
We can do it.
We can do this. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
So, I would like for you to bring Ressie up on the board.
Okay. Can we have Ressie back, please? All right, Ressie, we are present with you and Markel, and we're trying to air out anything that maybe people didn't get a chance to say. So, Markel, since you asked Ressie to come, go ahead and address him.
I would just, I think I'm cut off. So, basically, all throughout the season, everybody has called me a thief, a liar, not a good friend. You remember what he did to you? Like, he's not trustworthy. Can you please tell the people the truth?
About what?
About our friendship from last year to now.
We don't have a friendship anymore.
Okay, so you know where I'm going with this, and now you don't want to go there.
Just ask the question.
Well, what was the reason why you think I was a fake friend? I wasn't a good friend to you.
Because when everything started to happen, when your life started to progress, I was not a thought. And so the only other thought that I could have was, okay, well, did he use me to get a show, or were we really friends, or what happened?
You
So that's
seriously
why
thought
I said
I
that.
used you to get a show?
It was a thought, yeah.
You really believe that I stole the show?
Now, here's the thing with that. The reason why I felt, and I said, I don't know if it aired, I don't think it aired. The reason why I said that is because you went on to do the show, and then you said that you created it and you're the EP, which means that the idea was thought of by yourself. I will respect your position on where the idea for the show, the theme of the show, and everything came from. Now, at that time, because of the similarities from the things that we had discussed about this dating show, and then for everything to be ever so parallel, that would be a stealing, yes. Now, I don't care. You have your show.
Well,
You and your boyfriend collaborated, and that's where the idea came from.
But do you believe I stole the show?
In my heart, yeah, still.
Okay. So,
and that's the only reason I say that again is because you went on to do the show without me. Even though I said yes, you went on to do the show without me. You were the one who said that this was the way to get us back to where we're at, and then there was no effort after that to mend our friendship. Even though I had put forth effort, and I apologize for my wrongs when everything was coming down the pipe.
But did I not send you a message, Ressie, and say, hey, congratulations on your new production that you got going on. I'm going to take this show on my own. I don't want our friendship to be all about a show. And you said, I agree. So I don't understand from that to this, why?
What I just said was, Imani, you're on mute. What I said was there was no efforts after that message. Yes, you showed the message. I've said publicly that there was a message, yes. But then everything that came after that was like, why are there shots? Why is there all this antagonizing? The DM thing, the DM situation on Instagram, that was way too much for me because I wasn't bothering you. I wasn't saying anything to you. I was just trying to push forward and be happy for you from a distance.
Okay, so let's go back and let's talk about where our friendship actually went downhill, because you're still not telling. Because I feel like if this is going to be the farewell, this is going to be over or not over, or break, whatever it's going to be called, I feel like everybody needs to tell the truth. Mm-hmm. So the truth of the matter is, you took something that we had that was made up into a reality. That's what you did.
That's not where our friendship stopped for me.
Well, actually, that is what. No, let me finish. That's exactly what happened. Because what you did was, when you casted Ariel, Dior, Trey Howard, and everybody else, you can roll your eyes because you know I'm telling the truth. You said, Markel, these girls are boring. These girls are boring, and we need to shake it up. We need to create something. So we created that drama about me throwing the ice, reaching for your face, throwing the chair, doing all of that. Now, Oliver Twix was in Atlanta that time when I was throwing the ice, and he was staying with you and had your phone and saw where all of this was fake and reached out to me and said, bitch, I can't believe that all this was fake that you and him was doing. So what happened after that, you and Trey Woman got whatever going on, and then all of a sudden you just stopped talking to me. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So then I go to Kamrin. I'm like, Kamrin, is there something going on that I don't know about? And he was like, yeah. He said, Ressie upset because you told the group that him and Trey Woman not together no more. I'm like, that was all a part of the plan. I don't understand how he's taking our fake reality into a real reality. So the problem I have is what you did that entire time that we were doing that, you never one time was like, Markel, you good? Because I see these comments is eating you alive. Okay,
that's a lie.
Tearing you down. Imani, you was tearing me down. Everybody was tearing me down on something that was fake. Okay, you took what was fake into a reality. I was a real friend to you the entire time. I didn't disrespect you. I didn't talk about you. I befriended you. I would do anything for you in order to make this go. When you got to that car accident and that thing hit you in the face, who called you? I said, do you need me to come pick you up? Did I or not? Okay, I did. That part is clear. So therefore, when we get to this whole lovers and friends thing, I'm like, you creating all of this drama. That's like, girl, you are factuating all this in your life of what's not a reality. So my thing is, if this gonna be a farewell, clear the air and tell the entire truth, and stop making me seem like Markel is the bad guy. Markel is not a good friend, and Markel stole something, because that is
never
not
said that you were the bad
case.
guy. I never said that you wasn't a good
You didn't
friend.
defend it, Ressie.
What?
You didn't defend it.
Have you
And
defended
my thing
me?
is this. And my thing is this. Even if you don't
Have
do
you
it
defended
publicly,
me?
you could.
Have
Are
you
you kidding
defended
me?
me?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm
All
not.
the time.
Okay.
All the time I have.
So
All
let
the
me
time I
do you want me to address what you
All the
just said
time
or
I
no?
have. All the time I have. Go ahead.
All right. So if we want to go ahead and be all the way 100, because I don't
Be
give a fuck
100, because that's what it's
at
all
this
about.
point.
Farewell,
So
tell the truth.
the whole throw ice thing, that you started that. Came out of nowhere. I called you afterwards because I was like, what is
Did
this
we
about?
not talk about beforehand
Excuse me.
and say that these girls are boring?
Hold
We need
on.
to start something.
Hold on, Markel.
You need to start there. You need to start there.
That's
You
not
need
where
to
it
start
started.
there. You need to start there. Imani, you know you gotta
I'm not
start
finna
there.
do
You
this.
can't go from B. But
I'm
girl,
not
No,
you
you
finna
gotta
do
gotta
this.
go back to the
Imani.
beginning.
You gotta
I'm not
start from the
finna do this.
beginning.
That was the
Start from the beginning.
beginning.
I just
But
That was
Imani,
the
I just didn't pick
beginning.
up ice and throw it for no reason.
That was
I
a
didn't pick up ice and throw it
beginning.
for no reason.
so so clearly we're in an impasse. You're not
Start
going
from
to
the
agree.
beginning.
This
Start
is
from the
the thing.
beginning.
You're not going to. So what we got to move past it. There's going to be certain things you're just not going to agree on, no matter who brings up how many facts or receipts or whatever. You're not going to agree. So what happens now? Finale episode. What do you do now? You're going to be friends or not? Reese, you're
Right.
going
What
to go
happens-
live?
listen,
Are you,
so-
no, I won't be honest. Reese, are we going to? And I'm saying this because of several people that have said it. Are we going to prepare ourselves for another Reese going live diatribe where you're tearing everybody apart passive aggressively
No.
after this? Or are we
No.
done?
I only go live and address things that happen on the episode. I give my fans what they want. I address people. And even when I go live, I only address what happens on the live. No. I'm not going live to talk about anybody on Chasing Dallas, period.
Okay.
Me and Markel, I texted him the other day to see if he wanted to have a conversation. I asked him the other day if he thought that I thought that he was a bad person. And he said no, because I don't think he is a bad person. From here on out, if Markel is going to oblige a sit down with him and myself, that's where it will land, period. I am tired of the back and forth. I'm tired of the battles trying to be won. You win. I don't care.
It's not, Reese, it's not a battle. My thing is, you made me out to be a liar, and I'm not. And I'm taking the brunt as like he's defending himself
What do you
because
want?
I'm telling the truth. Be honest and just tell the truth. Like, what do you want to lose?
You're
A
on mute,
subscriber?
Imani.
What are you going to lose?
Somebody take me off mute. I'll be unbiased and say this. I'm going to cut it right down. I'm going to ask each one of y'all a question, and I want you to be honest because I know what the answer is, so don't play with me. Markel, I hear your voice. Can you say, do you see where Reese may have been confused? Even if it's not true, do you see where Reese could have gotten it wrong just based on how things laid out? Why he would be under the impression at some point in time that you possibly stole the idea for his show. I'm not asking you to defend yourself and go into a whole bunch of reasons why not. All I'm asking you to do, can you acknowledge Reese's suspicion at any point in this? Yes or no? I know the answer, so don't play.
No, I cannot.
And okay, that's fine. That's your truth.
I
Reese.
cannot. Hold on, Imani. I cannot.
Why not? Why can't you understand his suspicion? Even if you're proving it to be wrong,
because you come to me and show me a video that Dario put together and say, "Hey, I want to do a dating show called Ressie G Finds Love, and this is me and this is you," right?
Okay.
If that's what happened, there's nothing else from that. There's not who's going to be in it, when does it start, how many people, is it going to be in the house, it's going to be 8 dates, are you going to cry on it, are you going to fall? There was nothing. There was nothing. So I have nothing to go back on and say, oh, well, Reese said this is going to be the same thing. It wasn't like that. It was not like that.
Even if you this is what I'm trying to get you to. I'm not trying to get you to say that you stole the show. I don't want you to think I'm trying to snare you into that. All I'm saying is when people get into disagreements with me and they think that this happens several times, even with Chasing Reality, when you think this a certain way, I can understand where they got it wrong. I can acknowledge that. Even if I have the proof to say this is why it's right, I can look at a certain point in a person's confusion to discovery and say, that's why, because you thought that, I didn't mean it like that, and then move on. but there seems to be no acknowledgement of where he may have gotten confused. Him being confused, it says, I think you saw my show, and then you prove it, but you won't acknowledge his point of confusion that gave you the opportunity to fix it.
I think the reason why I can't acknowledge the confusion is because of the entire process of how it went. If there was any ounce in his body, no, listen to me, because in that room it was only me, him, and Andario when I was pitching this show.
Okay.
And Reese was right there. Oh, that's a good show. That's a good idea. You should move forward. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Great idea. And at that moment, if you felt at any moment that I took something, the concept, the name, the idea, you should have said something right then and there, not months later. I'm like, what are you talking about? So no, I can't acknowledge that because you had a moment to say something to me. So I can so here's the thing. I don't want nobody to be sad and confused. I hate that anybody feels that kind of way, because I don't want to make nobody feel that kind of way, but I can't. That was a pivotal moment right then and there where it was just us three, nobody else, for you to say something.
Can I ask a question?
You did not. You did not.
Can I ask a question?
Well, hold on. Before you ask a question, we got to keep this thing moving because this is going nowhere. Reese, my only question for you is, finally, as it's going to pertain to what's going forward, did Markel steal your show?
No.
All right, let's move on. Okay, so let's clear the board, get everybody off. Let's see, we have Reese, we have Markel, we have Robert. Okay, let's go to Robert. Okay, Robert. Hey, you're back.
What's up?
All right. So you're back. I just want to give the same space to you that I gave to everybody else. Is there any issue at all? It could be a cast member, it could be the way the show's run, it could be anything. Is there anything you need to get off your chest to let people know? Or anybody that you need to address?
To be honest, there's nobody on the cast that I need to address. I don't really have any issues. It is a few things that I've seen in comments and stuff like that I wanted to address.
What's that?
In reference to just people perception of me. The first thing being like people thinking that I was, I guess, Trey, versus, seeing a more feminine side of me, a lot of people don't get to see that side of me. I have a 17-year-old daughter. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm a father first, I'm a man first. So what you see is this is what you see. This is who I am. But when I'm comfortable and when I'm around some people, I'm a homosexual male. So I do have a feminine side to me as well at times. But the majority of the times you're going to see
what you see until you get comfortable. I think a lot of people can relate to that.
So all of the comments in reference to like, all of that. That was one thing that I wanted to address in regards to that.
Okay. All right. Was there anything else in the comments or something else too?
No, that was pretty. Oh yeah, and that Dre Simber and Eric stuff, that squashed. I'm not on none of that. People try to keep that going, but they say little stuff. I'm not on none of that. The only thing that I had with Dre Simber was he mentioned my daughter, me going to go watch my daughter or send me back to watch my daughter or something like that. And I'm just like, kids off limit, like you can say whatever you want to say about me, but just don't mention either of my baby girls, So that's pretty much that on there with that. That's enough for that. My babies, my nephew, he wanted me to give him a shout out.
Hey babies.
So my baby Zay,
what's your baby's name?
Zay Gotti. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my nephew. And shout out to Brooklyn, my baby girl in Cortland. I do have an event coming up. I wish I got to see more of me, but I do have a new spot. Shout out to LBL Salon. I have an event coming up December 18th. It's the toy drive from 2 to 5. We're going to have mama boys there, food. We're going to have high-end organics, punches. We donating toys to Cash Out. Entertainments, we're going to go and pass out the toys for the holidays and stuff. So if you're in the area in Dallas, pull up, and other than that, I really didn't realize how much I say, what I'm saying. My best friend tell me that all the time, but I say, what I'm saying a lot, ain't it?
Yeah. I think everybody really fell in love with you. And I personally want to say, and I've said it again, I love that you were not one of those that could say I was edited to look that way. The way that you came into the space, even when there were moments of conflict, you don't have to, you're going to be who you are. And I know a lot of people, they think that, well, if you pull this clip, you pull that clip, it's like, no, but if you just are a certain way, that's what we're going to get.
Yeah,
It just
that's
it just
true.
is. So
That's
I'm just, for
true.
what it's
When I
worth.
came into it,
Yeah.
and Reese first came to me, I told her I didn't want nothing made up. I wanted it to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show myself transparent, and that's what I pretty much got. So yeah, I got to see me. I wish I got to see a little more, but I was always
We
traveling and
will. This ain't the end.
shit.
This is just one phase
Yeah,
of
for
who you
sure. It's
are,
not.
who I
It's
am.
not. It's
Yeah, there's
not.
so much more that's coming, and I'm proud of you.
Appreciate
I
that.
really am. Okay, baby.
Appreciate that.
I'll talk to
All
you in a
right.
second. Okay. Kerry D. Get in, y'all.
Hi. Hey.
Hi. Oh, not the location change. Come on.
Oh no, I just scooted over a little bit.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you giving us sets. So that same question I asked everybody else. Is there anything or anyone that you want to address? Something that you didn't get to say that you want to bring up and just air it out once and for all?
Right. Nothing. I don't have anything negative to say. A lot of people seen me last year, and they know how, like, at the reunion, I was a little hot at Reese. But this year, all I can do is thank him and thank Ariel for allowing me to step into that role with them, and allowing me to let that part of me shine. I learned a lot about myself, so I appreciate the journey we went through. It really meant a lot for me. Despite what people think about me or however they felt about me this season, I don't give a shit. I'm happy that people got to see the work. People got to see the product of Ariel, Barbie Bankroll. That was like, it was beautiful to see Lyndon James's music tonight. Like, I want y'all to know I'm on a high right now, because this is what I've been wanting from that season, and I feel like I got it this season.
Am I back on? So you feel this is more of like a redemptive season for you?
For the most part.
In a way of speaking, not that you were a villain, but
right.
what you really wanted to show, you finally felt like you were able to take it. I know that was a big thing last time that you really didn't appreciate, was that there, according to what you shared last season, there was a lot of work that you did that you didn't feel got shown. And this time we got to see so much of what you're able to do.
Right. Like, and that's the part that made me happy. Even no matter where me and Ricky started out, we weren't cool at the beginning of this season, but the work didn't get lost because of it. For me, I can't speak for nobody else. I can speak for myself, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate people getting to see the product and really appreciating it.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got to see that. I'm glad I got to see it. Let's clear the board. All right, we're back. Okay. And so we're going to go into our last section here now, where you just get to hear from everyone and do a little bit of our final debriefing of where everybody is. So we're going to bring everybody back up. All right, everybody here?
We got to take everybody back, baby. You didn't give me my moment.
Hold on. They told me to move on. Wait, no, hold on. Wait. Let's clear the board. Clear the board. Hold on. Clear the board.
Shit, you know how long I've been sitting here?
I know. Hold on. We got to be fair. All right. So George, I only did that because of production, but I'm overriding it and going back so you can speak. So please, as respectfully as we should, is there anything or anyone that you need to address that we have not already?
So there's just two people I want to address. I want to address Ariel. So if you can bring her up.
Ariel, can we bring Ariel to the floor? Hey, Ariel. Okay, we have you and George in the room now, and so we're allowing space for people to be able to share something that they may have wanted to say that they could not already. Go ahead, George.
So I just want to just be honest and let you know, like, at my Christmas party, and the reaction that you gave, I felt some type of way about it. And the reason I felt some type of way about that situation, because as you noticed, I didn't even bring it up in my green screen about how you reacted to, me bringing Markel over to you. And I've been catching up on this series, and I felt like you felt that I was trying to, like, maybe attack you at my event. And I just want you to know that for me, like, that was not my purpose. For me, if I was doing that for the show, I would have did it on camera. So I waited until everybody walked away and then wanted you and Markel to have a relationship, because at that time we were all talking. And I felt that what Kerry D said, it was miscommunicated to you. So I was just trying to clear the air to that situation. and of course you reacted the way you reacted. And I'm honestly, truly with you. I just felt some type of way about that because I felt like you thought I was planning or making a plan to attack you. And I apologize if I thought our relationship was, you know, more than at that time I thought it was. I thought we had that type of relationship where I could come to you one-on-one.
Well, you
I
wasn't
guess
101 though.
that's
That
what
wasn't
I
a
said. I
101.
guess it was 102. But it was never like, I want you to know it wasn't anything malicious. I thought our relationship was in a different space than what it was. So I just wanted to apologize to you to let you know that that was not my intent, but I was a bit taken away on your response.
Oh, but I love you. It's okay.
I love you back.
We good. What Imani saying?
I don't know. We can't hear her. She's muted.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta stay on the production. All right. So Ariel, let me give you a chance to respond to that.
Oh, I did. I told him that I love him. I mean, it's fine.
Oh,
like I
okay.
said, all
Okay,
this
that's
stuff.
fine. Okay.
It's like it's old now. Like I really could care less about all that stuff. Like it's already over and done with. A lot of the situations have already been mended, and I just really don't even care to step back into those shoes. To be absolutely honest, like we so much bigger than better than that. It's just it's small shit.
Okay. So we're fine. The two
And
of
I
you are okay?
apologize too if I made you feel some type of way.
We're good, sweetheart. I just wanted to make that public.
Wonderful. Okay. We got my two back. I'm glad y'all good.
We're
Clear
good.
board. Thank you. Oh, George's about to say something. Yes,
I
George.
did have just one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we bring Ressie up?
George, no way. You know it's not gonna go. You know it's not gonna go well. Why would you got? Oh Lord.
It's gonna be one.
Oh
second.
God.
1 second. Hey Ressie. I just want to know why did you share what I sent you to multiple cast members, and then why did you think that it was funny that there was a woman? Oh, she's leaving. Oh, okay. Well, I just want to go ahead and put it on the record. I reached out to Ressie as EP of the show. There was a young lady who said that I had physically assaulted her in a public establishment. And as we know that those are serious charges to speculate or to say someone did. So I reached out to Ressie as EP of the show because we have to be able to, tell the difference between Ressie EP and Ressie cast member. And I reached out to him as Ressie EP of the show because I'm a brand and I'm a face of this entity. I reached out to Rayson and told him what had transpired. It was absolutely false. My attorneys were already involved in taking care of it. But I was letting him know because he was EP of the show. Well, he chose to make it a joke and, told cast members. And then he even was on live making a joke of it. Now, when that muffler came through his windshield and almost knocked his head off his body, that wasn't funny. And I reached out to him out of concern via email to check on his well-being. And I just want to know, Rayson, why did you do that? And why did you think that was funny when you know how serious the allegation was? Go ahead.
I'm gonna send you some screenshots because the person, that woman, actually sent those messages or that sent some information to T Spiller. T Spiller brought that up on the live. I make fun of it because at the time, because you had said the things you had said about my mom, I had no regard for I had no respect for you. So that's why I said it.
Allegation.
I don't care.
You know for a fact that it was
I don't care. I didn't care at the time, and I really don't care now. So that's the thing. When you want to make fun of my mom, and I respected you and your moment that you had with your father, may he rest in peace. I had respect for you and what you had with your mother when we went and filmed because we didn't have to. And then you, after the fact, for the sake of a potential airing of that green screen, want to make fun of my mom, it's very basic at best. And It's unbecoming of a person that you say that you are.
Okay.
So when that information was sent to me, which I have it here, I'm going to screenshot it. Okay. I actually acted like I didn't even know anything about it. I'm going to send you the messages.
You're not going to send them to me.
I'm going to send them to you. I'm going to send them to you, George.
They won't come through.
I'll make sure it gets to you somehow. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So when you did that, of course I made fun of it because I don't care, and I didn't care because you were disrespectful.
Okay. So, Imani, can I get you to unmute your mic? I want to ask you a question to ask him.
Yes.
Can you ask
We have to
Reese,
move on.
Can you ask Reese what I said about his mother?
We have to move
because
on.
what I said wasn't a green screen. Was that's the pot.
You shouldn't have said anything. That's not what you said. No, that's not what you said. What you said was what you alluded to, and what you said was we're not gonna do this because I ain't talking about your mama. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. I'll end this whole broadcast and be done with the shit.
Okay.
We're not going to do this, George. Not for a moment. Not today. We're gonna move on and get done with this.
All right. So I'm Imani Vanzap. Trying my best, listen, to put this in a nice box as I can. All right, so let's bring everybody back.
No.
All right,
I'm
we
not
have got
everybody's
here. Everybody's here. All right, so we're all present.
What's
okay.
the issue?
The season 3 cast
why
of
can't we say what the fuck we want to say?
No, we're not doing all that. Fuck all that.
Because it's
we're not gonna do that.
Reese, you can't do anything about it. What can you do about it, sweetie? This is the most stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. How can y'all sit there and allow this shit to keep going on and on, over and over again, and nobody taking the fucking accountability about the shit?
Or we gonna get through it.
Okay, that's what. If you want to show your dick and how big it is, show it. Show how big your dick is, Reese, and end the fucking lie. How professional are fucking you? I'm so sick of this shit. Each one of y'all sit on this motherfucking couch and I say a motherfucking thing, and y'all want me to sit in this motherfucking outfit. I'm sick of it. Y'all are fucking mad.
What's the problem?
The problem is, sit your ass down and take the fucking fire for the fucking shit that you have been doing this whole fucking season, bitch. Every time somebody got something to say with you, you want to show how big your dick is and show what the fuck you run, bitch. It's at the end of this motherfucking day, bitch. At the end of the motherfucking day, we all put the fucking time and a half for this shit. No, ain't no let's hold it, bitch, because at this point, you're not in charge.
Let's wait, and I don't give a fuck about being in charge because.
Okay, well then act like it, bitch, and don't act like you don't say some shit like in a motherfucking live, bitch. What can you do, bitch? What can you do, bitch? Pipe, no, you pipe up, bitch. You pipe up.
Okay.
No, Ressie G, I'm done. I can say what the fuck I want to say. Y'all can say I'm toxic. Y'all can say I'm all type of shit. Y'all can say I'm big, I'm loud, I'm emotional. But this, my friends, is wrong. It's wrong. And I'm not going to sit by and let this shit happen. It's fucking wrong.
Okay.
You mean to tell me?
Okay.
Trey Howard.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this shit. Like,
so you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to be okay with somebody saying something about my mama and then treat them with respect after that? You wouldn't do that.
Reese, you have been on a tirade this whole season of a made up lie that started out, bro. No, let's be dead ass serious. Bro, when me and Dior had that fucking fight, bro, you took up for Trey Womack, not because you thought it was wrong, because you was fucking that nigga and you wanted some dick, my nigga. So then you came in and acted like, hold on, bitch, let me speak. You acted like you was on our side.